Hello, I am Ryan, and welcome to the very first episode of Breakdown. So ImageFlex is a little bit of a stagnant channel. Sometimes I upload one short film a year, other times it's a short film and a prop build video, sometimes it's just a prop build video. Point is, there's not a lot of content coming out, and that is just because I have other life commitments. I am a freelancer, so a lot of my time goes towards client projects. I also have a job as a retail manager, and that takes up a lot of my time as well. So the idea of Breakdown is it's a weekly series where I go through and break down a short film of mine, break down a visual effect that I'm doing for a current film, just something that is easy to film, easy to put together, and will keep the channel a little bit more lively in between bigger projects. So at the start of last year, I did a video called Critiquing the Worst Film That I Ever Made, and it was a very harsh critique of my student film, and people seem to really like that. So I thought, hey, let's start Breakdown with another film critique, and it is the perfect time of year because in Canberra, every year around March, there is a short film competition called Lights Canberra Action. Filmmakers are given a list of items that they need to include in their film and a theme, and you need to make a film in 10 days. So I have put together 3 films for this competition so far, and since the 2020 Lights Canberra Action is coming up, I thought, hey, let's have a look back at my first ever 10-day film competition entry. Are you excited? Because I do not like this one at all. I hate it. I hate watching it. I hate reliving it. It is super cringe. So yeah, let's check it out. Okay. I really don't mind my old logo, to be honest. That's obviously the same park, if you can't tell. We just face the camera in opposite directions. The screen tracking was bad. Visual effects point of view, screen tracking was bad. I'm pretty sure the actress there, yeah, she's out of focus. So the premise of this film is very basic. 2 people join a dating app and go through a series of bad dates. One of the pieces of feedback we got from this was I should have made the backgrounds more unique to each setting. And looking back, I definitely agree. It wasn't something I thought to do. We tried to shoot it in one day because it was for a 10-day competition. So we just shot it in the park next to my house and in the outdoor setting by my units. So we didn't really put a lot of effort into location. I was trying to just get something done. I don't really know why I did a split screen effect. I think I was just trying to show a duality between them for when, spoiler alert, they do end up together. But I definitely could have framed it a little bit better. As you can see, the tables don't sync up at all. The perspective is different. So it just looks a little bit nasty. I could definitely have put more effort into that, but I think I could have done something a little bit more creative than just a fade when the split screen disappears. Also, the color is completely different. We're looking at 2 different green levels there. The framing's very off. He looks alright. There's still a little bit of negative space to the left, but it is much more obvious with the actress. There is a lot of empty negative space on the right. And I think she's also out of focus, so that's nifty.
What do you do?
Definitely not me. I'm a vegan.
The writing is terrible. Editing's a bit nasty, obviously. It was a very rushed job, but there's a lot of... That was a very long pause in between his line. Again, massive pause in between his audible sigh there. Pretty sure he's not in focus. She's not in focus.
Taking over our government. I'm very much the same person, thank you.
Oh, that was nice, actually. Fun fact, this entire shot is green screened. So from this angle, we filmed the actress on a green screen because when she explodes later on, she needs to disappear from that angle in front of the actor. But for some reason, and if I had to wager a guess, I would say we just forgot to take the green screen down when we filmed him. But he is also green screened on to this shot for the entirety of it. And there is no logical reason for that at all. I'm kind of happy with that one. That's not bad.
Are you gay?
Oh, cameo.
Why does everybody think that?
I love cameoing in my work, even though I cannot act. It's good stuff.
Thank you. How are you?
This app is kind of boring.
Well, I mean, it's not the worst day.
All of the writing is bad. Not like, oh yeah, no, it's a little bit... Yeah, no, something doesn't seem right. No, it's just... It is genuinely awful. I really don't like watching this. You have no idea how mad I am that this was the most viewed short film on my channel. This, not even the most viewed short film, this was the most viewed video on my channel for 2 years. And it irritated me so much. So much.
Have you ever heard of or signed a sex contract?
No.
Consider myself a young Christian Grey type character.
That's when having jabs at 50 Shades of Grey was still popular.
You're a dude.
I think there's been a bit of a misunderstanding here.
I thought you were a girl with short hair.
Oh, that was nice. I don't mind that. That phone drop is a little bit janky. I remember we dropped the phone case for real. So she actually grabs his phone there, and then we transition to a phone case. It could have been timed a little bit better, I think. But the most annoying thing at the moment is the fact that you can see the reflection of the green screen on the table there. And now his shot is extremely blown out and out of focus. Should have, again, paid more attention and put more time and effort into that. But oh well. I really liked the idea of this. This was like the driving concept of the film, I think. I really wish I had put more effort into executing it nicely. You can see, obviously, where the camera slows down from one pan before it blends properly into the other one, which is a little bit disappointing, but it doesn't look appealing, again, because you're at two different angles. And the tables just don't line up. It just looks... It looks janky. It looks really janky. The highlights are super blown out, and she is out of focus again. As overall, just... And the camera's moving. Why is the camera moving as well? It's just... Generally, it's not appealing. And his shot doesn't change frame because I forgot to get a shot. I forgot to get an angle shot of him looking at his phone the same way that she is. I just straight up forgot about that shot. This here was on the first day that we shot, so we got the items. The items were announced at 6 o'clock, and at 6:45 we went back to my apartment. This was the only time that both of these actors were available in the same space. And because we weren't freaking out early on, these shots are actually decent. I think the lighting is just right in both of those shots. It actually looks like a decent frame. And then it goes back to that, which is nasty again. And now it just gets really cheesy, and this is the part that I hate the most. I cannot stand the amount of cheese that is in this.
Really work? Maybe in a few years.
No.
Or I could shave the head. I reckon I could go bald.
No, don't.
No?
That was improv. That was a genuine response from the actress when he said he was going to shave his head, which I thought was great. That's not in focus.
This is the best date I've ever been on. No one's swiped right on me yet.
Out of focus. That's yuck. That's in slow motion for some reason. That's out of focus. I think he just looked at the camera. Yeah. Well, Rob has a tendency to look at the camera when he's doing shoots with me, and I have a tendency of not noticing it until I get back into the editing suite. So yeah, I don't really have anything more to say about that one than just my general reactions to it. Yes, I am glad that we got the film done in a 10-day time limit, but it suffered very heavily because of that as well. I obviously was just not great at time managing anything at all, and it was really disappointing that that came out straight after Time Bomb, which at the time I considered Time Bomb, which was a Trotfest entry, to be my best short film to date, and it was really upsetting that this followed it. Like, it was a big step backwards. Do I blame the fact that it was a 10-day competition for the poor quality? No, it's because I didn't take the time on set to make sure that everything was exactly how I wanted it. Am I mad that it is a gigantic disappointment? No, because I learned a lot from it, as I do with every film, and every film is a stepping stone to something greater. So thank you for tuning in to this week's installment of Breakdown. I am going to be doing an episode every week. I mentioned earlier that I've done this before. I did it just as a gag kind of project on my second channel. I'm thinking I will bring it over, so you will get a second episode this week at the same time. I'm not going to publish it on its own because I think that's a little bit cheap. It's not something new. It's just moving it from one channel to the other. If you liked this video, click the like button. If you disliked this video, leave a comment letting me know how I can improve. And if you like the content on this channel overall, please press that subscribe button. I really want to grow the channel a little bit more this year, and that is what I'm trying to do with weekly releases of The Breakdown. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in another video.